Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Fari and thanks for tuning in for another video. So I'm back with part two of the Zim tag. So I put on my Instagram a little poll thing and some of y'all sent in some questions, so now I'm going to be answering them, so I hope you guys enjoy. Lucky for y'all, not too many people sent in questions, so it's not going to be a long video. So the first question that I got was, would you marry, I don't know why I'm acting like I can't read. Would you marry a Zim guy? Now, I absolutely would marry a Zim guy. I think that's actually what I want. Like, ideally, if my husband could be Zim, that would just make life 10,000 times easier, and then we just have a Zim wedding, Zim babies, and we all talk Shauna, and nobody can talk behind my back and I won't understand. So that would be a win if my future hubby was Zim and Shauna. That would be a bonus. Another question that I got was, can you do a makeup get ready with me and Shauna? Oh girl, that will be a test. Like, I know I said I could speak Shauna enough to get by, but boy, I honestly don't know if I could do a whole get ready with me video in Shauna, but we can try. We can try. I feel like that's like the two hardest things ever. Like, doing a get ready with me is not something I ever imagined to do because I don't know, my makeup is not, I don't have fancy techniques, so doing that in Shauna, that's a challenge. But I might do it. I also forgot to say that some of these questions are mixed in with questions that people send in, and then questions also from like other Zim tag videos that I just found, so I'm answering all of them in one. Another question was, if you went to school in your country, what is your favourite memory in school? One of my favourite memories of school in Zim was my school had a swimming pool, so we used to get swimming lessons like weekly, and it was an outside swimming pool, so it was just so much fun. That's probably where I got my desire to want to become a swimming teacher. I'm sure I said that one of my other videos, but yeah, when I was really young I used to want to be like being a swimming teacher was my dream job. I don't know why. Like, I honestly don't know where that came from, but that was my dream job. So I just loved being in water, even though I didn't really learn how to swim till I was about 12 or 13, to be quite honest, but that was what my dream job was. Next question says, have you got something in your house that represents Zimbabwe? Yes, we do. It's like we've got Mugote. If you're Shauna, you already know that's the wooden cooking stick that we use for like sadza and stew, that kind of thing. It's like a big wooden spoon basically. Chinim Chairo, which is like a broom kind of brush thing. I don't know, the Zim moms seem to think that it works better than a regular degler schmegler brush from the UK. So we have one of those. We also have a few bits and pieces that we bought from the markets in Zim. It was actually from Avondale Market. So we have like this African, it's like a lady, and she's made out of beads, and it's really, really nice. It's so colourful. It's like orange and green and made out of metal and beads. So yeah, we have two of those for decoration. And yeah, just so bits and pieces, little ornaments, but yeah, that's mostly what we have that represents Zim. So next question says, one thing you love about your culture. So one thing that I love about Zim culture, we are very, very respectful people in terms of, like, for example, this is actually something I still struggle with to this day, but like in Zimbabwe, if there's someone that's older than you, like a auntie, uncle, relative, or even just a stranger, you wouldn't just call them by their first name. You will call them like my something. My is mom. So let's say if the person is a mom, they already have a child, you'll call them, I don't know, if their daughter is called Rose, you'd call them my Rose, my Fari, my whatever, or Baba Fari, Baba Rose, which Baba is dad. So you will never just call someone Tommy or Tanaka or whatever their name is, it's usually like there's a something, there's an aunt, there's an uncle, there's a my. It's like that's something I struggle with to this day, like to this day. Like when I meet some of my friends' parents, like I just feel like I can't just call them by their first name because I'm just not used to that. I'm like, I need to call you respectfully. I need to call you so and so's mom. I can't just be like, hi Tanaka, like you're not my age mate, you're not my friend, you're my elder, so I need to respect you. So yeah, that's one thing that I love about our culture. What do you hate most about Zimbabwe or Zimbabweans? Now this is a messy question. This whole people falling out with me, I'm trying to gain followers, not lose followers, so I'm not trying to say anything too controversial. But one thing about Zimbabweans is they are brutally honest. If you know a Zimba, you'll know that they are so honest. If you gain weight, a Zimbabwean will be the first to tell you you've gained weight. If you do something bad, a Zimba will be the first to discuss it. Like Zimbabweans are just, they just don't hold back. We do not hold back. That's one thing. I remember when I went to Zim back a few years ago, it was just after I got my nose pierced. So this was the first time that my aunties and uncles and go and stuff, they were seeing me with this nose piercing. And I remember one grand said to me something along the lines of, "What is that piece of metal in your nose?" Thankfully my Shauna was not on point that much, so I didn't really know what she had said. It wasn't until later on when I was with my mom and she was like, "Did you hear what she said to you?" And I was like, "What'd she say?" And I'm like, do you know what, it's probably a good thing I didn't hear what she said, because we would have been brawling, we would have been scrapping that day. So I'm glad I didn't understand. I'm glad my Shauna was not on 100, it was on like 80. And for the last question of the video, this is a good question. I feel like this will end the video on a high. But the question says, one thing you love about Zimbabweans. So one thing I love about Zimbabweans is we are just a good time. Like no matter where you go, no matter where you are, if you meet another Zimba, you're 9 times out of 10 you're gonna have a good time. If there's food, drink and music, they're good vibes. We are good vibes and you will just have a good time. So if you don't have a Zim friend in your life, get one, because you need one, because we are the best. We are the best time. I'm just telling you now, like I'm just giving you a heads up. Anyway guys, thanks for tuning in for part 2 of the video. If you haven't already watched part 1, go check that out. But as always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend. If you enjoyed the video, share the video. See you in the next one.